Hello, hello, check.
Good afternoon to our distinguished guests gathered here at IJIRA in Kolkata, and a warm digital welcome to our global partners connecting with us via the virtual link. Whether you are joining with us in person or through your screens, we are honored to have you as we commemorate 89 years of institutional excellence, a journey that began in 1937. As the world's only research association dedicated exclusively to the transformative power of natural fibers, we are excited to showcase a legacy where tradition meets technology. Please settle in, please settle in as we begin the proceedings for our Foundation Day themed Weaving Science, Sustainability, and Success. I would like to welcome Dr. Anil Kumar Sharma on the dais, please, our director.
Good afternoon and welcome to all my distinguished guests, partners of the industry, and the IJIRA family. 89 years ago, a seed was planted that has today grown into a global powerhouse of natural fiber research. As the only institute in the world dedicated exclusively to the processing of jute and natural fibers, IJRA is not just a research association. It's a feather in India's cap in the global race of sustainable manufacturing. Today, I stand before you and with a sense of immense pride in this financial year, that is 24-25, rather last financial year, IJRA recorded record-breaking commercialization revenue. It was nearly 1.25 crores of royalty this year. This was the highest in the history and the highest among all TRAs under the Ministry of Textiles. And this is only possible when this industry has wholeheartedly welcomed any new innovation which IJRA has brought to their knowledge, and they gave their precious time, money, and knowledge to transform that R&D innovation into a commercial reality. The success is mirrored by therefore our industry's trust as we boost the highest contribution from our annual membership fees among all TRAs, which is totaling rupees 75 lakhs plus. This year it is crossing 80, which is the highest among all TRAs. The second highest is the Citra, which is around 55 lakhs. And after that, all other TRAs are ranging between 5 lakhs to 12 lakhs. So now you can see the importance of then the courage of this industry to shower not only their well wishes but also financially, wholeheartedly for this organization. And I think this needs a big round of clap from all of us. Our philosophy of innovation with implementation has moved research from the laboratory to the mill floor. Technologies like the Sonali brightening agent and Subra rating accelerator, digital moisture meter are now industry standards, directly improving productivity and livelihood of the farmers. Perhaps our most significant contribution to the national economy lies in the adoption of our lightweight jute bag technology. According to the CAG report of 2023-24, this single innovation has saved the national exchequer approximately 1070 crores per annum in B12 procurement, which is one of the greatest landmark in Indian IJIRA industry. This monumental savings in the fruits of IJRA's intellectual labor, the same CAG reported and recommended that the ministry should provide royalty to IJRA for this technology. Today, I humbly request the Ministry of Textiles to release these long pending royalty dues. These funds are not merely for our books, these are vital for investment into our infrastructure
This
to
meeting is
further
being
strengthen our
recorded.
deliverables, ensuring we remain a global leader in the innovation. We are changing the narrative of jute. For too long, it was viewed as a low price commodity fiber. Today, Israel is repositioning it as a strategic niche fiber for high end sustainability. The super yarn developed by Ijra, this bag, which is 3 pound super yarn, is the lightest jute blended yarn to date. This innovation has opened new avenues for the jute sector, capturing the price of jute blended yarn from merely 110 to 130 a kg to an impressive 300 rupees a kg. But we don't stop at this stage. We want the jute to be a precious material. Jute has always been tagged with the gold, so it should remain as a gold for the world. So our roadmap is very clear. We aim to drive the value of jute blended yarns to 600 to 800 rupees a kg for very niche applications.
Yes, sir.
But we don't want to stop at that
हाँ हाँ
stage. We want to make it a
मैंने
premium
वो मोबाइल बंद कर
fiber
दिया
for the world.
हाँ
So we are exploring the possibility of jute fiber blends for textile which should be priced above rupees 1000 per kg. And it's not an imagination, it's not a film, it is going to be a reality in your future. We have a clear roadmap for that. So what we are doing is we are making jute as a luxury sustainable choice for the textile sector. You have seen how linen has become a luxury fiber over a period of time. How hemp is slowly getting becoming into luxurious fiber for sustainable textiles. The Europe is working market, we're doing market effectively. But why not jute? Why not India? So the jute, the biggest advantage in the jute is that after cotton, this is the highest producing fiber in the world. And it is natural. It's sustainable. It's not water thirsty like cotton. And it doesn't stop your crops. Your food chain is not disturbed. So everything is positive. And the best thing is, it is grown only in India and Bangladesh. So you can always be a leader and dictator for sustainable luxury fibers. And that's why I told you that we are looking for making it a yarn which is 1000 rupees and above a kg. So that's our imagination. So we also looking for circular economy by utilizing jute waste and the dust. We are developing value-added lightweight products for non-functional auto parts such as door panels and parcel shelves, which already have reached serial production for major OEMs And I think you will hear in due course of these proceedings from the horse's mouth how it is replacing the costly reinforced materials. And the very big industry who have been selling those products is now looking for partnership with IJRA for more developments. So IJRA is currently the only facility in India which is equipped with erosion control blanket testing laboratory. This is a specialized facility to test erosion control blankets under varying soil conditions, rain simulations, and angles to safeguard our fragile ecosystem. Today, we had in geotextiles only one product, that is soil silver. But I think in next year, you may get 8 to 10 products and very specific applications with clear data and with clear certification from Indian Road Congress that for slope erosion, this is the material which you have to use. So this becomes always a standard for road and constructions industry. The second important thing is Mosh Moho Laboratory, the nation's sole authority for testing food grade jute packaging against stringent European norms, safety norms, ensuring Indian exports remains globally competitive. But next year, we will establish a common facility center with the help of Central Wool Development Board to catalyze the market for agromulch and erosion control blankets. That's what I just told you, that we will formulate different fiber mix for different soil conditions and different moisture and angles, a particular brand. Apart from this, we also will like to utilize 56,000 tons of caddies per year generated by the industry as another niche product which replaces plastic mulch. This way, we'll be able to save plastic pollution in our soils and therefore save our community to be away from plastic ingredients or microplastic problems and improve the fertility of soil and at affordable, cost effective basis, because plastic molds are very cheap and available in plenty, available from door to door. That's how they are. We like to make agro mulch available in that area, in those localities where the farmers are can easily catch it up, at the same time at a price which is economically not only viable but profitable. So that's why this common, thank you, this is why a common facility center we are creating, because this will require product, product mix, its various tests for fertility, for productivity, and because agriculture is a state subject, so from state to state, we have to move. And the most important thing is that the product to be available near the farmer. So for this, we thought that we create a common facility center where any industry can utilize, create those products, and develop its own market. Apart from that, we will also assist in increasing the market. So further, with our new established composite center, which we are now planning, India is positioned to become the global supplier of raw material of sustainable lightweight composites. You will find from outside there are certain granules which are available there. Entire Europe and US are moving towards blended granules, plastic granules, blended with wood straw or straw dust. So such type of blends are becoming compulsory for one-use plastic for the domestic applications in that part of the world. So the same principle is going to happen here because of the plastic pollution. The best thing is that the cost of the wood dust and sawdust is double the cost of jute dust. So that means if we are making a granule of 50-50, 50 pp, 50 this, we will be the cheapest in the world. So therefore, this can be the biggest raw material source for the global if they want to arrest the plastic pollution. So this is going to be another landmark for India. So IJRA is no longer therefore just about research development. In the last year, ministry has given the dictate that we have to accommodate all other natural fibers too. And at the moment, we have been given three natural fibers. It's bamboo, that is rami, that is sisal. And it has been given to us to understand that IJRA is going to be center of excellence for these new age natural fibers. So, but we are declaring ourselves to be center of excellence in the new year, center of excellence for bamboo fiber, sisal fiber, and rami fiber. This is going to be a new milestone in the IJRA's history. And the important part is that before this scheme has been sanctioned, IJRA has done breakthrough innovations on the Rami fiber generation. The Rami fiber, the biggest problem has been degumming of Rami. And degumming of Rami, another issue is that the Rami cultivated in India has nearly 30% of gum. While Rami cultivated in China, which is the biggest global market acquiring, is hardly 20%. So therefore, the degumming process of Indian Rami is going to be different as compared to what is Rami. There is a normal perception that there is nothing new was done in the degumming because the processes are known. But you can understand because you are industry people, removing an outside impurity from a fiber of 10% impurity and 20% impurity or 30% impurity, the things completely change. I hope you will understand it much better than what I can explain. Fortunately, IJRA has been able to remove gum effectively, reducing the gum to less than 5% through enzymatic route. And that has been due to the foresightedness of Honorable Minister, who has been always uh, expecting something new to happen in IJRA, and he has been motivating us to carry out this Rami degumming process. Of late, he also explained that the farmers will not be benefited. There has to be an industry which can degum the fiber. So IJRA has given one step further, which now China is taking over, is microbial degumming. That means in the farm itself, the farmer can add some microbes purchasing from IJRA and degum the fiber, the Rami, and sell the Rami at 250 rupees, which will be easier for the industry to adopt. And then they can go for bleaching online. So these are the steps which IJRA has already taken before the ministry's schemes get approved. And that has been a remarkable achievement in IJRA because we are not only now expert on jute, We are also expert on Remi, and there is no other person in India or institute who is expert in these two fibers. That's credible, and I think an applause for the industry. Then, when we look for Vision 2030, our goal is to establish National Center for Innovation in Natural Fibers and Composites. It has to be a center of excellence. We are ready to lead the global shift towards green material and circular manufacturing. And with the support of the ministry and our industry partners, IJA will continue to be a future where science, sustainability, and success go hand in hand. Thank you.
So now I would like to request Shri S.K. Agarwal, MD Kamarhati Company Limited, to join online. And sir, are you there?
ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं ज्वाइन कर हेलो 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 आर यू ऑडिबल
Yes, sir.
कैन यू हियर मी कैन एवरीबॉडी हियर मी
Yes, sir. We are hearing. Yes.
Okay. I welcome all the guests and also wish you all good afternoon for this presentation. Hello.
Hello.
It is imperative in today's world and technology to develop various natural fibers like remi, flax, hemp, and viscose for developing and blending with jute to create more value-added products. I also feel that to develop these products, we need to develop some coherent systems which has to be placed for processing of remi for degumming at the farm level so that we can process the fiber and then bring it to the industries for processing. Number two, processing of various fibers like hemp and sisal in the jute industry. And I think so with this idea, we can make a lot of diversified product, which will, and the jute industry also has the technical capability to take up these projects and produce yarn and fabric out of this fabric. Thank you.
Now I would like to call on the dais Shri Ashish Chandrakant Agarwal, MD Ladlo Jute and Specialties Limited, for the keynote address.
Thank you. Dear guest, distinguished members of IJIRA, my industry colleagues and dear friends. It is my privilege today to be part of this Foundation Day for IJIRA, 89th Foundation Day of the IJIRA. IJIRA has always been a backbone for industry, for new innovations and technical upgradations, which always has supported the industry in improving the efficiency, quality, productivity, and new products. So I first would like to congratulate Sharma ji and his entire team for what they have given to the industry. And a small presentation I'd like to show what IJIRA has given to the industry and what industry has taken from IJIRA to develop a jute from sacking and packing to the next level. Can you start the presentation, please? Yeah, the next slide, please. So India produces almost 70% of the global jute today, and 4 million farmers and 40 lakh workers are working in this industry. It's a not only a fiber, golden fiber, but a golden employment also, which has been generated by this fiber. And it has a very strong sustainability advantage, a negative carbon fiber, which is the only fiber, which is negative carbon footprint. And this is traditionally a sacking product, which we know Bori and all those things, we used to speak about that. And it has survived through that ages. And now it has evolved into the next level where we are hoping to get this 1,000 rupees per kg, as Sharma ji was telling. Next slide, please. This was the old industry, the jute industry, where it was more of a sacking, packing, and all ropes were made of the jute. Gradually, this industry has evolved to the next level where it has diversified its application into, next slide, please. Next. Into geotextiles, agrotextiles, technical textiles, lifestyles, and packaging. So geotextile, what we have seen today, the industry is right from North America to Japan, everybody is using this product in geotextiles. Not only this, Indian government also has 10%, they have made compulsory to use jute or coir in the Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana, because the jute increases the CBR value. So this is one of the big development where it is still unexplored, but geotextile has found its application there on the river embankment. There are some photographs which I'll show you. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. So these are some photographs where the geotextile is being used in different applications across the globe. And it is developing at a very fast speed. Now, companies are developing with some research institute textiles for mining industries also. The fabric for the mining industries with a special treatment. So these are all development which are done in the industry to bring jute to the next level. It's not the jute we are bringing to the next level, we are exploring the jute. Actually, these properties were with the jute, but we were unaware about these properties. So we are exploring these properties among which is inbuilt in the jute. Then we have other areas where agrotextiles. The next slide, please. After this. So in horticulture, jute is used in a big way today. And Europe is a big market for horticulture industries, where it is being used in agriculture for the plantation industries, for transportation of the plants. It is used in Japan for the mulching and all those things. So there's a big area where the jute is being used in agrotextiles also. Besides sacking is one product which everybody knows for food grains, cocoa, cashew, coffee, it goes in a big way. But besides that, there are different other products which jute is finding its position and building its position. Next. Then everybody knows about this industry, which is jute industries for the shopping bags, for different bags, different purses, all those lifestyle products which are developed in the jute industries. And the growth in next 5 years, we are seeing that it will reach $5 billion growth. Can you next slide? So we are expecting by 2030, the market for this, only the jute bags would be 5 billion, which was 10 years before hardly any market, but it has reached 5 billion market. In spite of being an expensive product as compared to the cotton and other, jute has found its place in this market. Next. Now, coming back to the IJIRA, the IJIRA contribution cannot be summarized in one slide, but I have tried to do that because they have worked for 89 years, more than my age. So this is something which is very proud to have such an institute for the industry. And I like everybody to give a loud applause for the industry, a loud applause for the IJIRA. So important is IJIRA has worked very closely with the industry on the practical aspect. It has not worked on the theoretical aspect of the jute, giving more of practical aspect to the jute, its application, the technological part also, the laboratory part, the quality part, everything has been covered in the IJIRA. So these are certain points which IJIRA has developed, right from testing to developing machines to developing lab instruments, uh, giving a different uh, shape to the jute fiber in a different way. So it's nothing surprise. The next 5 years, we'll see all the cars manufactured by the jute dashboards and everything. Will not be surprised to see the technical textile using jute for uniforms and different apparels also. Next slide. There are certain, the industry and the ministry also has recently been very positive about this, and they have been supporting the jute industries and driving the jute to the next level. I personally appreciate His Excellency Minister's approach for the jute industry, what he has given, what his personal mandate is there for the jute. Next. So this a small thing. So jute, basically jute was a job creator, but now it has become journey from commodity to the next level. It was a universal fiber, but upgraded to a value addition product. It has its technical applications and transited into a technical textiles. And it is an eco-friendly product, now emerged as a sustainable leader. So this is a small shift of the jute, what it was and what it would be and what is today. Next. So this is about the minister, what we have seen, the jacket what he is wearing is of the jute and made in the jute. So maybe next year we'll find in all the khadi stores we'll have these jackets made of 100% jute, cotton jute and different products. Thank you. Thank you.
Now I would like to request Ms. Varunda Manohar Desai, Textile Commissioner, Ministry of Textile, to address the audience.
Good afternoon. I hope I'm audible to you.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. And बहुत अच्छा लगा इजिरा के बारे में सुन के और जो भी स्पीकर्स ने बोला it has enhanced my knowledge of the jute sector. So thank you so much. And I extend my good wishes to everyone on 89th Foundation Day of IJIRA. And today we do not merely mark a date on the calendar, but we celebrate decades of dedication, discovery, and an unwavering commitment to one of India's most treasured natural resource, that is jute, our golden fiber. So jute has been an inseparable part of India's story for centuries. It has clothed our harvest, it has built our rural economies, it has sustained livelihoods of the farmers, weavers, and the mill workers across the country, especially in West Bengal and our northeastern states also. So, as you all know that India stands among the world's largest producer of jute. और पहले वाले स्पीकर्स ने भी ये बहुत एम्फेसिस किया कि वी नीड टू टेक द लीड एंड वी आर द ओनली country who is producing so much of jute. So the onus is on us to make it so relevant today. और हम लोग पहले ही नंबर 1 हैं, तो उसको और कितने अच्छे से नंबर 1 पे रहे ये हम लोगों पे है. So thank you. So आप लोग means we see that nowadays this era is haunted by plastic pollution, environmental degradation. So jute emerges as nature's answer to this. It is biodegradable, it is renewable, it is carbon absorbing, and so versatile. So we should show the world the way to sustainability, the way to circularity by this fiber, which is a golden fiber called as jute. So over 9 decades, IJRA has honored the vision to place science and innovation at the service of this industry and to ensure that jute did not merely survive but it also thrived. Now the time has come to actually show the world that jute can be the leader. We need to innovate. We need to do more R&D. We need to see what type of products we can go from local to global. And it is one of the most important pillars that can also lead to making India Atmanirbhar till 2047. So as we celebrate today, जैसे अभी पहले वाले स्पीकर ने बताया कि 89 years हो गए इस इंस्टीट्यूशन को, तब वो पैदा भी नहीं हुए थे. जितने हम लोग ओल्ड होते जाते हैं उतना एक इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन आता है, हाउ रेलेवेंट. जितना ओल्ड हो जाते हैं उतना हम लोग को लगता है कि अपना रिलेवेंस कैसे बनाए रखें. तो नाउ as today we come to 89th day, Foundation Day, we must also look forward with honesty and ambition. So the global market is increasingly shaped by sustainability mandates, circular economy principles, and green procurement policies. So the growing bans on single-use plastics and rising consumer consciousness around eco-friendly materials create an unprecedented window of opportunity. इसी विंडो ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी को हम लोग को एनकैश करना है. इट इज द राइट मोमेंट बिकॉज हम लोग के इतने FTA साइन हुए हैं. एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी एंड सर्कुलरिटी आर नॉट मियर वर्ड्स नाउ. ये सिर्फ मियर शब्द नहीं है. इट हैज टू बी पार्ट ऑफ कोर बिजनेस स्ट्रेटेजी नाउ. सो इट इज द एप्ट टाइम and I sincerely believe that IJIRA must come to the forefront of seizing this opportunity. So advances in biotechnology can help to yield for high yield, then climate resilient jute, and nanotechnology, material science can also unlock composites for
हाँ, तो ये जो मॉल ही बोल रहा था, दूर में नहीं, सेंट्रल एरिया बेटर रहेगा.
Raghav ji, can you please mute yourself? Thank you. So ये सारे जो strides है in nanotechnology, material sciences, these can unlock, the next generation composites for automotive and aerospace and construction applications. Digital manufacturing and artificial intelligence can also optimize our supply chains, predict the fiber quality, and derive precision agriculture among the farmers. So now we have to show the world how we can make environment resistant seeds and ask them also to grow. Why should we not export our seeds and ask them to grow jute? So these are a few thoughts with which I want to leave all of you. कि 89th Foundation Day है. It is a very important day क्योंकि in 11 years you will say that it is a century-old institution. तो we have to target कि जब 100th Foundational Day होगा तब तक हम लोगों को क्या-क्या अचीव करना है. तो एक डिकेड हम लोगों के पास अभी है to think and to think, to act on it, to work on it, and we should be very proud of ourselves कि in the 100th world ये जो आप कह रहे गोल्डन फाइबर है and we need to improve जो हम लोगों को इसमें innovation करना है, because jute has everything. It is sustainable, it is circular, it is fashionable, it is very fashionable, and it can return high monetary value. तो ये चारों पॉइंट्स जब एक फाइबर में है तो we should definitely work towards it. And I was very happy to know कि IJIRA is also diversifying in the new age fibers, and I really compliment them for their efforts, and we look forward to work together for the development of new age fibers. Once again, I congratulate Dr. A.K. Sharma, Director IJIRA, all the officers, officials, employees of IJIRA, all the industry stakeholders, those who have helped this institution to grow. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Professor Keng Lim Goh, professor from Newcastle University, Singapore. He'll be joining us virtually to present on natural fiber-based composites as future growth engine.
Oh, thank you very much. May I share slide?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Good afternoon, and thank you, Dr. Sharma, for this fantastic invitation to speak to all of you. And I hope you can hear me well. Please give me a shout if the signal starts to degrade. Okay, so I'm based in Singapore. I work for Newcastle University with a campus in Singapore, and I'm teaching in the area of composite materials. I also research in the area of composite materials, particularly in the area of design for repair and design for disassembly. And I work with end users in natural fiber composite materials. So today I'm going to talk to you about the natural fiber-based polymer composite. Is it a real growth engine for sustainable production? The previous speaker resonate with what I'm going to talk about. And essentially, natural fiber-based composite materials have real potential to become the growth engine in sustainable production globally. But only if we stop treating them as a green slogan and start treating them as a serious industrial strategy. Now, why do I say this? Because the global situation has changed. Industry is now under pressure from decarbonization, also fuel insecurity, and climate disruption. This combination is forcing manufacturers to rethink their materials choices. So working with end users, that's how I came to the following consideration for how they have been thinking about material choices. First, the world is trying, however evenly, to reduce dependence on fossil fuels. That's what we all know. But that matters only for energy, but also for materials. Many conventional polymers are still tied to fossil feedstocks. So over time, the pressure will grow for production systems that are lower carbon, more circular, and less exposed to oil and petrochemical volatility. So that's the first consideration for material choices. The second consideration for material choices are, and this is what we all know, is the recent geopolitical tension. They have reminded us that fossil dependence is also a strategic vulnerability. So when oil supply is threatened, it's not only fuel prices that move, petrochemical costs, polymer feedstocks, transport costs, manufacturing economics are all affected. And that makes material diversification more attractive to think about. So this is where the natural fiber composite comes in. As we all has been talking about for the last few minutes, they have been offering a compelling mix of advantage. So renewable reinforcement, low density, light weighting potential, possibility of lower environmental burden. They are also especially promising in areas like automotive interiors, building products, consumable goods, packaging, and selective semi-structural uses. So the opportunity is real. But let us be honest, the story is not 100% positive. So natural fibers come from agriculture. That means they depend on land, water, weather, crop health, labor, logistics. In other words, they are part of a climate-sensitive supply system. So this we all know. The same climate change that increases demand for sustainable materials can also weaken the supply of the fibers themselves through natural disasters like drought, flooding, heat, stress, pest, disruption to farming, and transport. So the future of natural fiber-based composite, if I may say, is bright in the direction, but fragile in execution. So this is why this issue should not be framed simply as an environmental alternative, and I hope so. Or from now onwards, it should be framed as a question of performance, resilience, and industry readiness. Now, there is another misconception that we should avoid. Less resilient reliance on fossil fuels does not mean society will need fewer polymers overall. We will still need polymers and composites in transport, infrastructure, electrification, insulation, electronics, and renewable energy system. The shift is not from polymers to no polymers, but from cheap virgin fossil dependence towards more selective, lower carbon, more circular material systems. So that's good news for natural-based polymer composites, because we can lower the amount of polymer content and then add in more natural fiber to reinforce polymer material. But this is only if the sector can deliver on 3 fronts. First, feedstock resilience. If the fiber supply, the natural fiber supply is unstable, the industry cannot scale with confidence. That's obvious. So diversification of fiber sources, better crop planning, and stronger regional supply chain are essential. Second, engineering credibility. Natural fiber composite must continue improving in moisture resistance, durability, consistency, interface quality, and process control. They do not need to replace glass fiber or carbon fiber everywhere, but they need to have these improvements in place. Third, the proof. So the market will increasingly demand proper life cycle evidence, traceability, and honest claims, as what Dr. Sharma has pointed out. Bio-based is not enough. Industry wants proof of performance and proof of environmental value. So the future is bright, but only for those who prepare to do the hard work. And this hard work involves delivering it through performance, scale, and credibility. Thank you very much for listening.
Now I would like to invite. Hello. Yeah. So now I would like to invite Shri G.S. Bhatti, EDCWDB, Government of India, to address the audience regarding Common Facility Center at IJIRA.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. ये मेरे लिए बहुत एक प्रिविलेज की बात है कि हमने सेंट्रल वूल डेवलपमेंट बोर्ड ने एक महत्वाकांक्षी एक प्रोजेक्ट हम किसानों के और इस वूल के समग्र विकास के लिए हमने शुरू करा था, और जिसके लिए इजरा के साथ हमने एक एग्रो मल्च के डेवलपमेंट को लेके ये प्रोजेक्ट कॉमन फैसिलिटी सेंटर लास्ट ईयर हमने इजरा को दिया। बेसिकली जो इंडियन वूल में जो सबसे बड़ी इशू ये आ रही थी कि हमारी जो वूल है वो मोस्टली कारपेट ग्रेड की होने की वजह से इसका यूटिलाइजेशन नहीं हो पा रहा था। जो भी लोग इसमें जुड़े हुए थे, जैसे कि हमारे शेपर्ड्स, हमारे किसान लोग, फार्मर्स, वो उसको यूज नहीं कर पा रहे थे और दे आर नॉट गेटिंग राइट प्राइसेस फॉर द प्रोडक्ट। तो हमारे लिए सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज यही था कि कैसे इस भारत की जो वूल है, जो आजकल वेस्ट में काउंट हो रही है, कैसे इसको हम इफेक्टिवली यूटिलाइज कर सकें और इससे जुड़े हुए सारे लोगों को हम पुनः इस वूल के प्रोडक्शन के अंदर इंटैक्ट रख सकें। इसी को लेते हुए जब हमने काफी इसके एप्लीकेशंस के बेस पे हमने ट्राई किया, तो हमने ये प्रोजेक्ट जो इजरा के साथ हमने प्लान किया और इजरा को हमने फंडिंग किया, इसमें वेस्ट जूट और वेस्ट वूल को लेके कैसे एक एग्रो मल्च डेवलप किया जाए, ये प्रोजेक्ट हमने फंडिंग किया है। एंड वी आर होपफुल कि राइट नाउ काफी फंडिंग हो चुकी है, दे आर ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ मशीन सब आ रही है। एज वी नो कि जो मल्च है वो एक किसान के लिए बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज नेचुरल वूल और जूट के अंदर आप देखें तो वूल के अंदर भी NPK जो इम्पोर्टेंट इंग्रेडिएंट्स होते हैं पौधे और फसलों के या सॉइल की एनरिचमेंट के लिए, दे आर नेचुरली अवेलेबल एंड दीज आर अ बायोडिग्रेडेबल थिंग्स। सो ये एक हमारे लिए ब्रेक थ्रू हो सकता है कि थ्रू अगर हम सस्टेनेबल एग्रो मल्च विच इज कम्पिटिटिव एट अ मार्केट अवेलेबल अदर अल्टरनेटिव जैसे कि प्लास्टिक बेस्ड हो रहे हैं, उनके अल्टरनेटिव में अगर हम एक सस्ता मल्च हम किसानों को प्रोवाइड करते हैं, तो ये हमारे लिए एक ट्विन विन हो जाएगी, क्योंकि इस तरह से हम न सिर्फ फार्मर को एक अफोर्डेबल सोल्यूशन दे पाएंगे, दूसरा उनका हम इफेक्टिव यूटिलाइजेशन बढ़ा देंगे जो कि आज की डेट में वेस्ट में काउंट हो रही है। सो ये जो पहल हम इजरा के साथ कर रहे हैं, आई थिंक हम होपफुल हैं कि अगले फाउंडेशन डे में जब आए तो हम आपके साथ एक प्रोटोटाइप और इसके साथ समग्र प्रस्तुत होंगे। और इसी एक बार पुनः मैं हमारे इजरा के फाउंडेशन डे पे आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ, और इसी प्रोजेक्ट महत्वाकांक्षी प्रोजेक्ट के साथ अगली बार मैं पुनः आपके सामने प्रस्तुत होकर इसके फाइंडिंग्स के साथ मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करना फिजिकली प्रेजेंट रहूंगा। एक बार पुनः आप सभी का पुनः एक बार धन्यवाद, आप सभी ने मुझे इनवाइट किया। थैंक यू। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Shri Gautam Bhattacharya, Advisor Fusion CX Limited. He'll be presenting on natural fiber-based composites.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Sharma, for the privilege, and congratulations to IJIRA on your Foundation Day. It was really impressive what IJIRA has achieved in its long innings. And I also heard a lot about what is being done with jute. Can I share the screen? No. I would need to share the screen. Everybody here is an expert on jute. Now, I'm going to go back a couple of steps and talk about composites a little bit before we come back to jute. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Is it? Yes. Can we? Oh God.
So the screen was visible.
Well, can we? Yeah, I'll one moment. One moment. Hi. We got it finally. I'd like to talk about natural fiber composites. Okay. Now, as I said before, talking about jute or natural fiber, let's talk about composites a little bit. Now, what are composite materials? Simply put, composites combine two different materials. Typically, there's a matrix which is polymeric, and which binds something which is called a reinforcing material. It's called reinforcing because it reinforces the mechanical properties of the composite, of the total. And the reinforcing material necessarily has a high aspect ratio, like a fiber, which reduces, that is necessary to reduce the number of phase transitions as a stress travels along the body of the material. There are very common composites which combine a fiber like glass, boron, carbon, basalt, metal, or natural fibers with a polymeric matrix, which can be a thermoplastic or a thermoset. Okay. And now, why composites? As technological development has happened throughout history, the hunger for materials has grown. On a scale, we would say it's similar to the scale for the energy consumption as civilization develops, which is called a Kardashev scale. And the second point is, even if the world population peaks as expected in the 2080s, developing countries in the global south will demand more materials. In contrast, resources, especially material resources, we are hoping that energy will finally become abundantly available, because fusion energy, it now looks like it is actually 20 years away. We have already been joking that fusion energy is 20 years away, but now it looks like it's around the corner. So material resources are not just limited, they're even dwindling as we speak. And not just fossil fuels. There are other resources also which are dwindling as we speak, never mind recycling, which is a different subject, and recycling has to overcome many, many problems. What is the answer? The answer is materials, especially engineering materials, simply with a long, useful life. And that's where composites come in. Okay. Now, composites are, in a large family of materials, composites are among the youngest members in the family. Younger than ceramics, timber, steel, non-ferrous metals, even plastics. Yes, well, we can say nanomaterials are younger, but we still haven't seen full potential of the nanomaterials. So obviously, as a young material, when composites came onto the field, other materials were already there in different applications. So composites have taken many applications away from traditional materials, so-called traditional materials. I'd like to say with a unique blend of performance properties, versatile processing, and economic viability. We cannot ignore economic viability. Although the benign environmental footprint of natural fibers has been increasing, not just natural fibers, I would say composites. The benign environmental footprint of composites has been increasingly coming into play as we combat global warming. What are some of the important advantages? They're typically lightweight compared to the strength, so it's favorable strength to weight ratio. Long life, we always keep harping on the long maintenance-free life, because they don't corrode, they don't weather, they're not affected by moisture, degradation, all kinds of degrading forces. Large-scale production is possible, large-scale, mechanized, and consistent quality production. Partly because of the lightweight, but because of certain other factors also, they're easy to handle and install. The next point is a little curious. It has no scrap value. So nobody's going to steal it. So no pilferage. That is seen as an advantage in many applications for composites. Okay. Enhanced safety. Prototyping costs are low and speeds are fast. When you're designing a part, integrated designing is far easier in composites, and you have great freedom in designing. there are certain electrical and thermal properties. I would say they are very interesting.
Good afternoon, sir. Very good afternoon. क्या बात करते हो? हाँ नहीं ऐसे ही फोन लगाया था आया 400 किलोमीटर आगे आया अच्छा so very good अभी शाम तक है ना हमारे ये क्या बोलते हैं वो
Anybody other than
Hello?
the speaker might mute their microphones, please.
मैं लगाता हूँ एक मिनट सर किसी का फोन आ रहा है
Sir, please carry on. Sir, you're mute. Kindly unmute yourself, please. Gautam, sir.
The presentation screen also is not visible, ma'am.
Sir, I think you have muted yourself.
Yeah, hello? Can you hear
Yes.
me? Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. Now, can you see the screen now?
Visible to everyone?
Can you see now?
Presentation screen is not visible, sir.
Is it visible now? I
Sir,
can see
can
it.
you share it again?
Yeah, it is visible, but you have not shared the screen of the file which you wanted to present.
It was being shared. I think there's a technical issue. Hello?
Sir,
you see
can you share it again?
Can I share it again?
Yeah, close this screen sharing and please do it again.
Good.
Yes, it is
Can you see
visible.
now?
Yes, visible, sir.
Fine.
Thank you.
So we talked about the advantages, and the next one is, you see, now let's talk about natural fibers. The most common reinforcing materials are glass and carbon fibers. There are a few others which are also important, but most common are glass and carbon. Now, natural fibers like jute and sisal have to overcome some entrenched prejudices, because I mean, historically, jute and sisal have been viewed with some doubts. Let's take a quick look at some of the relevant properties. First of all, I think I heard some people talking about so-called non-functional composites with jute. I would take it as non-structural. Now, that's not necessarily correct all the time, because yes, you can make engineering parts, structural parts also with natural fibers. If we look at the properties, jute or sisal composites are comparable to glass fiber composites in certain mechanical properties like specific flexural modulus, which is frequently the critical design criterion for structural parts. Now, jute or sisal composites, the fiber has a lower density. So the composites can be cost competitive with glass fiber composites. It may sound counterintuitive, but that's correct. Even if the ticket cost per kg of the natural fiber is slightly higher, the cost of the part will still be comparable or even slightly lower. A very important factor is the environmental footprint, not just the biodegradability, which may be plus, maybe a minus in composites, but the what we call the carbon footprint in the manufacturing of the fiber. It's extremely important. It's much lower than other fibers like carbon or especially glass, which needs a huge amount of electricity to produce. Sooner rather than later, this will become very important. What are the red flags? What are these doubts that people have raised about natural fibers. One is, of course, biodegradability. Is there a feedback or somebody's talking?
अरे नहीं क्या है वैसे ही करते
Hello?
सैलरी कहाँ से दिया नहीं सैलरी तो तुमने दिया था वो आयशा ने कहाँ से दिया
Hello? Got it. Hello? Okay. Some of the common problems are, one is biodegradability. It is actually
आया था ना वो तो मैं कह रहा हूँ ना
seen to be good for thermoplastics, but okay, we can talk about it
SBI
separately.
से
Moisture sensitivity,
अभी दे देते
poor flame retardants, and compatibility with the matrix.
क्या अभी क्या प्रॉब्लम
How have they been solved in natural fiber composites?
नहीं अभी जैसे बिजली का बिल दो कहाँ से
Certain polymers like polyesters, unsaturated polyesters, epoxies, and phenolic resins, they have very good compatibility with cellulosic fibers like jute or sisal. No coupling agents are required.
जो हमारा
Careful fabrication will minimize moisture attack
बाद में ये
hence
है
the
कि जब आ रहा है
biodegradability.
बस कर
Moisture sensitivity has been significantly alleviated by surveys. Advanced flame retardant additive cocktails have been developed specifically for jute reinforced composites. I guess they will work for seashell as well.
पण ग्लॉसी पाहिजे तुम्हाला
ग्लॉसी आता कसं त्याला डल येतो फ्रेश पीस वाटत नाही
Some of the properties,
वापरल्यावर नंतर तो
like
डल
as
पडेल
I said, the
ऍज अ सप्लाय
benign environmental footprint can be leveraged in traditional glass fiber composites like co-molding compound or bath molding compound or sheet molding compound. Either in mixtures with glass or even as 100% of the reinforcement. I will share a comparison in the next couple of Okay. Doors offer another major opportunity in the skin as well as in the core. This is there's some comparative data on DMC's dough molding compound. JDMC is dough molding compound made with jute. And the base polyester resin is also there as a comparison. You can see the tensile properties, flexural properties, tensile strengths, tensile modulus, flexural strength and modulus are actually much better in terms of when we use jute. Same and same content, and it's much cheaper. This is a hybrid. This is not a dough molding compound. This is a sheet molding composite, where the absolute values which are given there, they meet most standards of glass fiber SMC. Okay, but this is a hybrid. This is about 50% glass and 50% jute. Jute and sisal and other natural fibers have been used for a long time along with phenolics. This is one area where a lot of untapped potential exists alone or in conjunction with glass fiber. Important properties here would be the inherent flame retardance, which is coming to the fore more and more, the superior corrosion resistance compared to other polymers like polyesters, weathering and electrical properties. And the applications which can be tapped include transportation, automotive and rail transport, aerospace, electrical panels, manual covers, construction panels, and gratings. And they've also been used with thermoplastics, typically polypropylenes and polyethylenes, including recycled polypropylene, polyethylene. And most of these applications, they have replaced timber, which has become very, very expensive. And, like anything that is replacing something else, the new material if we can call it a new material, will have a different set of properties. I would not say unique, but some will be better, some will be worse. So when you're talking about any particular application, it's important to analyze each case on merit, where the advantages will more than outweigh the disadvantages. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for this informative presentation. Now I would like to call upon the stage Shri B. Mukherjee, Senior General Manager, AMIL. He'll be presenting on testing facility for erosion control blankets in IJIRA.
Hello, I am audible?
Yes,
hello.
sir, you are audible. Yes, sir.
So, first of all, I would like to thank you, Dr. Sharma, and other members of IJIRA and other dignitaries who are present in this in the Foundation Day program. So, in continuation of the speech of Dr. Sharma's in the inaugural speech, where he has mentioned that we have installed the soil erosion simulation lab facility at Guwahati. So this is a simulation lab where we have installed 3 systems. One is called rain flush system, which is as per ASTM D7101-07. Second one is a sedimentation retention systems as per ASTM D7 5141-23. Shear stress systems for channel erosion, ASTM D7207-05. So these are the simulation systems we install at Guwahati. Keeping in mind, we will test all the geotextile, jute-based geotextile at laboratory. So how do you do this? Actually, before doing this, we put a similar system at site very close to Meghalaya. We arrange a similar systems where we made almost inclinations, one fixed inclination, then covered with the geotextiles, which is required for testings and all. And we arrange everything which is very close to the laboratory systems, but in a bigger way. So now we are collecting all the data from that site, and then we are just validating our laboratory systems at Guwahati. So once the validation is done, then our laboratory system is capable of doing test at laboratory. So all the capability or performance of the geotextile, so whatever geotextile it is, so it is polymeric geotextile or jute-based geotextile, you need not to go back to the site. So you can test at our facility in Guwahati, where you can evaluate, you can certify, and you can then you can give your test result to the the customers. So biggest issues of this geotextile testing, performance testing, is at site is you need manpower, you need to arrange a huge setup, which is very difficult actually, and you need to wait for the rain, and when the rainfall will come, then you have to collect all the data, then you can evaluate your performance of the geotextile. But here we have made the similar system, and we can send the sample to the laboratory, and laboratory can simulate all the whatever possibilities there or variables are there, so we can simulate the same things, and we can test our geotextile there. So our main objective, how we shall mitigate the soil erosion using geotextile. So biggest issues is how we can test this geotextile, jute based geotextile or geotextile, and its performance. So it is in one way which is is our system, is our testing systems, so that anybody can test their geotextile and with a very minimum and time and cost. So it's a very ambitious project. So we are very hopeful that will very soon we will able to operate it in a full swing. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Now I would like to invite Shri Rajesh Poddar, CEO, Paracoat Limited. He'll be presenting on lightweight non-functional auto parts goes for serial production.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hope I am audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. So I am actually taking care from on behalf of our CEO, sir. So first of all, thank you so much, Dr. Sharma sir, for giving us the opportunity to present ourselves in front of everyone. So let me just briefly share one presentation to you. So basically, we are at Paracoat Products Limited. We are dealing with these sustainable composite solutions, specifically for automotive applications. About Paracoat, we are basically developing this NVH solutions for the automotive major OEMs over India and also abroad. So this is basically our promise to sustainability to contribute in from the design stage to material development stage. Everywhere we are planning how we can integrate the sustainability in the business. So with this target, this is brief details of our products that we are manufacturing for the passenger vehicle segments. And apart from that, we are also into the other transport businesses like farm equipment, railways, white goods, architectural acoustics, marine, etc. So going forward, yes, this is our manufacturing facilities, and this is our prime customers. Basically, we are having mostly 5 manufacturing plants all over in India. So I'm going a little fast towards the development part where we worked together like in jute stick. So to combat with this sustainability solution, we focus to utilize this jute stick, which is abundantly available in this in basically in the eastern part of India. So and also we have considered the other natural materials like bamboo and rice husk, and we work together with IJIRA to develop these sustainable materials with jute sticks. So what we did here, we just mix this jute with the plastics and make these plastic composite products, and we then develop this technology and successfully develop these automotive parts. So first, let me discuss about the parcel cell. This is the prime product that we have developed in-house. and this is having almost 35% loading of jute stake material. This part we have developed, validated with OEMs, and presently we are doing the production. Apart from this sustainability, we are also getting about 10 to 12% weight reduction in this part. And through this part, actually, at this moment, we are consuming over 4 tons of jute stake annually. Apart from this part, we are also working with the commercial vehicle segment for making these headliners. There also, we successfully incorporated over 35% of jute stick, and also we have developing this bus seat bags. So this is the area where we have already worked, and it is already validated, and commercialization partly completed and partly it is under process. Apart from this, we are also focusing on the injection molding segments. We are now focusing on the consumer goods, furnitures, and other domestic parts. So in this segment, we are actually facing difficulties in terms of handling moisture and many other technical issues. Again, we are working jointly with IJIRA to mitigate these issues and to develop these products for these consumer good markets. So as I have mentioned here, that if we replace these virgin plastics with these agro granules, we are producing 24% less carbon dioxide equivalent per kilo. So this is the impact on the sustainability of this product. So going forward, we are working in the direction of circular economy, where our major focus is the reduce, reuse, and recycle. And this is our basic objective of this product, and our prime, and also the one more point, that is these products are 100% recyclable. And through this product, definitely we are purchasing directly from the farmers. So we are promoting the farmer benefits, and also this is replacing the imported materials. So we are promoting the forex savings also. Recently, we have participated in Plast India. So you can see we have already developed these injection molded parts. These are all made using your injection this jute stake granules. This is having jute stake content from 10 to almost 30% of loading. So this side, the automotive parts, and this side, all the parts are the commercial goods and furniture based parts. So we get a huge response from this Plast India, and we look forward to work closely to mitigate the issues and make a new business segment in this area. So with this, we are also supporting all these government initiatives towards sustainable development goals. We have also participated in the international conference headed by IJIRA on the sustainability and climate change. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation. So we are looking forward to work very closely to mitigate all these issues so that we can make a new business segment and a new approach towards this industry. So thank you so much. Any questions?
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Now I would like to invite Shri Gaurango Kaur, Director, ICAR CRISAF. Welcome, sir. He'll be presenting on Knowledge Partners, Strength to IJIRA's innovation program on new age fibers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Namaskar. I must thank Dr. Sarma, my very good friend and support and strength to walk in the natural fiber, and now we are looking the new age fiber. Basically, I am from IJIRA, Central Research Institute for Jute and Allied Fiber. We work with many natural fiber, not only jute. Even among jute also, there are two species. One is the Tosa jute, one the white jute. So presentation, please. We are having huge quantity of germplasm. So that is the asset of our institute. Around 6,000 germplasm, whether it is a jute, roselle, canap, sisal, then flax, sun hemp, also rami. So these are the some of the fibers. So you see that now the India ranks first globally in the productivity of jute. But again, there are other fibers we are trying to promote under new age fiber scheme, and we are now closely working with the IJIRA for different type of blended products. Actually, these are the very, very minor crops in India. But now you see that what we are highlighting, it can play a major role in the Indian economy and ecosystem service. Directly, these are industrial value, like we are talking about the agro-textile, geotextile, paper pulp, biofuel, pharmaceutical, used foreign exchange. It is a source of livelihood, around 40 lakhs people. 10 million man days it creates. It has high ecosystem value, sequestration 15 ton of carbon dioxide, biodegradable, and also some of the crop like sanam, it can improve the soil fertility. And also it has food, fodder and medicinal values like roselle calyx. It has high medicinal values. Jute leaf also, flax seed. You know the flax seed is anti-diabetics. So these are the some of the potential of the natural fiber in the country. We have released more than 102 varieties, and annually we fulfill the 100% bidder state requirement. There are 4,000 tons of the jute, particularly the Tosa jute. Next. So this is again, I'll say, very big strength in our country, because we are having huge number, around 6,000 germplasm of this. I don't think any organization in the world which deals with a lot of natural fibers and high and rich germplasm assets. And with this, by manipulating this, we do a lot of varieties, jute and allied fibers. Next. So now, again, we are exploring the potential of new age fiber, indigenous fibers. We are basically importing. Now the Honorable Textile Minister is here. Under his guidance and visionary leadership, we are trying to bring the new indigenous new age fibers to contribute in the textile market. Next. So what is the strength? Because a lot of, we're talking about the products and different type of products, agro-textile, geotextile, apparels, paracoats, and many, particularly sacking, hessians, and now we talk about the diversified products, the apparel, so many blended products are coming. So that's why you are talking about, you see, what is the jute sectors. Earlier it was after independence, we are having only 10 quintal per hectare. Now we have reached 28 quintal per hectare. Now in a some field in the IKR we are running, we have found that 35 quintal. Even we have realized the potential yield of 40, 45 in some purpose yield. Now Another thing, the fine fiber white jute varieties, which Dr. Sarma was emphasizing for blended products, we have, you see, now the change is coming from the sacking bag, packaging bags to diversified use. So we also the switch to our developing the varieties. Already we have released 4 white jute varieties. We can you give the indent for the diversified products. Next. To improve the quality, because quality is also the issue. The water is the issue basically. So we have conserved the water in the 2 type of rating model. One is the concrete cement and another is the earthen model. And only our courage of Sona, that is the microbial formulation, like IJIRA also developed IJIRA Subra, and we have tested it 100 locations. So you want to improve the jute quality. So this is the very, very necessary, the conservation of clean water along with the microbial consortium. It will reduce the duration of the rating. Also, it will add the value to the fiber. That means you are improving the grade. Next. So already one ICAR project is there. We, the NJB and JCI, we are implementing it. And it has been tested by Productivity Council. So this is a very, very production technology, scientific technology is very, very important actually to get the potential yields. That's why this is, we are working. So anybody can join in this project. Next. So ultimately, the crop cutting protocol is the most important thing. How you are getting the yield from the field. So that's why we have developed some protocol and also the crop cutting protocol so that you can get the maximum quality, the realization of the yield. And also we have decorticator machine we have developed. In that, before putting the water, you can extract the fiber. Now I have already told that white jute has a fine fiber, so very much suitable for diversified products. Next. So this is again, when we think about the farmers' perspectives, the farmers will not grow only jute because they are having some cropping system. Jute will be harvested in the month of July. What next? Because so many farmers say that only jute, it may not be economical for us. This year it is a high market, so farmers are getting. So we are also planning in the cropping system mode. After jute, they can grow the rice, we have varieties, then flax, we are having varieties. So in this mode, we have to mold with the farmers that after jute, you grow the rice, then flax, so that you are getting 2 natural fibers within the same cropping systems. And we have estimated that around 3 lakh per hectare in the year from the 3 crops they can get. Next. So these are the modest beginning, because flax was not cultivated in India earlier. We are importing. So this year we have GRF2, the first flax fiber variety we have developed. 64 acres in different parts of the states we cultivated. And these are the states, the green part, the very, very suitable parts, the growing parts of the country is very much suitable. And this year we are again multiplying at least 10 times. Next. So this is, alpha cellulose here 70 to 80%, and the lignin is 5.5% in the flax fiber. Presently we are importing, and that's why we have to substitute now. Rather, we have to cultivate. There is a cultivation plan now in the country, how to reduce the import, rather you can say that promote the exports in the future. Next. So these are our plans. So if we go in this way, by 2029-30, we can, some sort of substitution with the indigenous fiber, we can get at least 25% by 29. But the support, the farmer support, the government supports, the line development supports, and adoption is very, very, and the market is very, very important. Next. So next crop is the rami. Rami is also we are importing, and the very good crop. Lignin is only 0.5%. Maximum is cellulose. So that's why we are also closely collaborating with the IJIRAs. We have some of the innovative products. We have done some tripartite agreement also, and they have 30 flax rami, 15 scattered tax plus heckel row, Anlifax Remi, 12 Hackle Rotamian. These are the some of the products we have developed and tested, and it is because of the initiative of the Dr. Sharma. We are in touch that to provide the raw materials for the R&D purpose. So some of the best products we can grow in the Remi also. Remi is also in the virgin stage in India, but we have developed the agro technology to upscale this crop also in the country. Next. So these are the some of the products we have developed with the Remi. Next. These are the field. Actually, earlier our products was from the rhizome, and now from the cutting also. It doesn't have seed. It is a vegetatively propagated. So either you take the rhizome or the stem to put in the field. So this is again, there is a huge scope, particularly in the northern India and also the northwestern parts like Assam. We are having one station also there. So this is another crop which can upscale under new age fiber. Next. So this is again the very rapid growth. You will get the 5 feet, 6 feet crops in 1 month or 40 days. So that's why we can cut it in a year 5 to 6 times. So this is again the advantage of this. Next. So these are the some of the stem which we can grow this or replant. This is a nursery, and you can transfer it to the main field, or directly you can go in the nursery also. This is again the crop cutting protocol. Next. Again, this is a biotechnology protocol, explant. So biotechnology also we can supply, because now the rhizome is a bulky and the costly also. So we are now exploring the alternative planting materials through biotechnology, through stem cutting, through vegetative propagation methods. Next. Next. So these are the some of the degumming techniques. We are already closely collaborating with IJIRA, and thanks to Dr. Sharma that who is helping us in degumming and several types like microbes, enzymes, chemicals, and this is the undegummed fibers. We have to degum it very carefully. Thanks. Next. So these are the small chamber we are trying with the different combinations to degumming. Next. So again, another is the sisal we are working under the new age fiber. It has also, we have done some R&D on home textile with the IJIRA's collaborations. This is also very good fiber and very good scope, like you have already heard, the jute sisal composites, how it can very tough fiber. Next. So initial days, we can explore the intercropping with the floriculture like tuberose. And this is the visit of Honorable Textile Minister Sigrija Singhji in our farm. So this is also economical fiber, and the tough fiber we can diversified use. Next. So these are the some of our milestone. We can achieve it because now also again, this one is the very, very virgin stage. We have to explore it. So until and unless the use is increased from the industry point of view, the farmers will not cultivate this crop. Farmers needs the market. Next. So these are the some of the products from jute and sisal. Again, this is the IJIRA's innovation to explore or use the sisal fiber in the new products. Next. So these are again some of the jute sisal living material, and I hope that it will go in a long way, because this is just the good beginning. Next. So again, we have found not only the fiber, but also the waste materials, like people are showing the waste materials. We can prepare the bioethanol also. And we are having one blue agave species, that tequila, from that you can prepare an 11% alcohol. So this is bioethanol, very, very good species. The blue agave is for the source of bioethanol. So this is from the waste products. Next. So this is again some jute and kenaf for paper pulp, bioethanol. We are collaborating with CPURI Saharanpur. We have found that earlier there is a complaint, the silica content. Now we are new variety. There is no silica, negligible. So we can use it for paper pulp also. Next. So these are some of the varietal calculation, how much we have reduced. reduced silica content in our variety, new variety, and JRO B2. This is very, very suitable for paper pulp because of huge biomass and low silica content. Next. So thank you very much for giving a chance to say about the raw materials of the field to discuss about. Thank you, Dr. Sharma.
Just I will take one point. Normally, the great people never appreciate themselves and they give credit to the others. It's a great example that the super yarn which we spoke about, 3-pound yarn, was developed by asking CRISF director to give me white jute. And from white jute, we could move from that to denim stitch. And it has been so accepted by the government that there is a special program the government is now taking up to grow white jute in more areas. This is the importance of collaboration of the two institutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So as we are entering in the new age fibers era, so Sir Gaurangokar has already explained how can we develop these fibers, how are we growing these fibers in India, and we are using different mechanisms, the vegetation techniques they are developing to increase the growth of these fibers. So what to do with these fibers, what the government expects from us to do with these fibers, that I will ask Shri Ajay Pandit, Additional Textile Commissioner from Ministry of Textiles, to address the audience.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the invite. First of all, I will thank Mr. Sharma ji for organizing such an event at a very short notice. Only Sharma ji can do such things at such a short notice. I think this is the first time that a Foundation Day is being celebrated by the Textile Research Associations. It's a very good initiative. At least this gives us opportunity to interact with each other and come up with new ideas. So I have a brief document. I think if I am able to upload it, I will try to upload. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
So as you are aware that that new age fibers, textile, these fibers are taking the center stage of late. Lot of work is being done in this area. There is a lot of chatter going on. As you may be aware that last year during the Bharat-Tex, a complete pavilion for new age fibers was curated, in which IJIRA has also actively participated. And that stall, that pavilion was also visited by Honorable Prime Minister. It was appreciated, and still a lot of things are being done after the visit of Honorable Prime Minister on that particular stall. So as you know that a lot of work is being done by the IJIRA and other associate institutions on the new age fibers. We have also identified some 8 to 10 fibers on which the work we have started doing. As you know that global textile industry is undergoing a significant transformation as environmental awareness grows, technologies evolve, and consumer preference shifts towards the sustainability. New age fibers are very important from that perspective, from the sustainable point of view. And the conventional fibers like cotton, as we know that the cultivating area is shrinking day by day, there is excessive use of chemicals and all those things are also coming. So we are also trying to shift to the other areas of the which is new age fibers. So these fibers have been there for so many years, but the attention they are getting now is very encouraging. I would like to share with you that recently I also had an opportunity to visit a garment fair in Mumbai. I could see a lot of stalls there, wherein the different clothes and different made-ups and garments were made from the new age fibers and their blends. So it was a huge selling point for those particular exhibitors, and I could see a lot of enthusiasm around these new age fibers. As you know, there is a rapid expansion of textile sector. The chemical and pollution creating agents are being reduced. So as a result, researchers and industry stakeholders are increasingly focusing on plant-based fibers and fibers derived from agriculture residue. As you may be aware that IJIRA is also contributing significantly in the new age fiber area. They have done a lot of work in the bamboo fiber under NTTM. They are trying to do extract the fiber from non-viscose way, which is a huge challenge, but they have made significant developments, which is happy to note. So a lot of things have been said about the new age fibers. They are sustainable and environmentally friendly. There is good mechanical functional properties. Rural livelihood generation potential is also there. New age fibers revive the traditional and indigenous textile heritage. There is versatility in blending with other natural fibers. So because of these aspects, new age fibers are very important, and government is also looking very keenly. And as you may be aware that the technology mission on fiber, that one of the huge missions is being framed, wherein one segment will be completely on the new age fibers. So seriousness of government in promoting the new age fibers can be seen. But we also require a very close coordination between research associations, research, then institutions, education institutions, and as well as the industry. Because we know that they have been there for so many years, but the commercial aspect of these fibers is very important. Commercial viability, how to make these commercial viable, how to promote them, how to market them, how to sell them, and that is also equally important. So as we know, there are a lot of fibers. Some of the details I can share here. One is banana fiber. There is a demand driven by sustainable institution materials and bio-based textiles from European countries. Japan is also interested in lightweight natural fibers for eco-friendly and functional materials. North America growth supported by sustainable fashion, outdoor wear, insulation, and environmental absorbent technologies. So countries like India, Philippines are leading producers, while market is Europe, Japan, and North America as far as banana fiber is concerned. We have also tried to make a roadmap, like utilize every part of banana plant for fiber fertilization, value addition products, build integrated supply chains for fiber extraction, process, and eco-friendly manufacturing, monetize and byproducts to generate additional income at the farmer level, so that the fibers extraction of fiber becomes an sustainable process, sustainable and economically viable process. Milkweed, as we know, a lot of work is already happening there. We are also in this case, we are also associating with the ISRO. A lot of email exchanges have taken place because of its insulation values and lightweight. They are trying to use it in certain equipments, so that NITRA is actively engaged with the ISRO on that aspect. So again, then there is bamboo fiber, which I know we already told that a lot of work is also had been done, and IJIRA is also actively doing some work in the bamboo extraction. Hemp already is an established fiber, and a lot of institutions like RIJEF, all those people are doing a lot of work in this. Pineapple fiber is also there, wherein we see that the European, North American, and Southeast Asia, these countries are interested in such kind of fibers. And we can see that West Bengal, Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, these are the areas wherein there is a potential for growth of this fiber. Sisal is again another fiber. Flax fiber is already established. Nettle, Himalayan nettle is another fiber wherein a lot of work is happening. Countries like Nepal, China, and India are important producers of nettle fibers. Markets are in Europe, Japan. So a lot of work is also happening there. So Rami is also there. Kapok, as we know, is also there. So we have just tried to identify around 8 to 10 fibers. There are many more such fibers from which we can, these are non-traditional fibers which can be used, and in blend and combination of other fibers to make very useful products. So what do you say that way forward is investment in research, development and modern plant and machinery to derive innovation, improve process efficiency and enable large-scale production of sustainable textile materials, while growing global demand for environmentally responsible and circular products opens significant market opportunities, particularly across developed economies that actively reward sustainable credentials. But effective marketing is also important. Strategic branding and achieving production scalability will be decisive in strengthening the global acceptance of new age sustainable textiles, directly supporting India's ambition of reaching $100 billion textile export target by 2030. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity to speak on new age fibers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the nice presentation. So now I'll be presenting on mosh moa contamination in jute industry. I'll introduce myself. My name is Ipshita Roy, Senior Microbiologist from IJIRA. Thank you. So I'll be presenting on mitigating mosh and moa contamination in the jute industry. Next, most of us here, we are all well aware about what mosh and moa is: mineral oil, saturated hydrocarbons and aromatic hydrocarbons. We can refer this mosh and moa as an invisible barrier for our export, jute bag export. These contaminants migrate from packaging materials like jute bags into food products such as cocoa, coffee. While invisible, their impact is significant. They pose risk to human health and can lead to rejection of export consignments, especially in stringent markets like the EU. So addressing this issue is not only about compliance, but about protecting the integrity of the global food chain. Next slide, please. To ensure that food products meet the upcoming EU regulations, especially with the MOA limits becoming stricter by January 1, 2027, clear thresholds have been defined for jute materials. MOA limit is capped at 25 milligram per kg as it is a potential carcinogen, and MOSH limit is set as 250 mg per kg, reflecting relatively lower toxicity. Next. So let's look at the industry response in last 2 to 3 years. So IJIRA has been testing this MOSH MOA in jute bags since 2019. So we have observed a trend in submission of samples, in the trend of compliance limits. So I'll be discussing that. Next slide, please. So as you can see here, over the past few years, we have seen a sharp increase in engagement from both India and Bangladesh. Total samples increased from 147 in 2023-24 to 395 in 2025-26. So there's a 169% growth in just 2 years. This clearly shows that the stakeholders are becoming more aware and proactive about compliance and testing. Next slide. So along with the higher participation, compliance has also improved steadily. In India, compliance rose from 14% to 36%, and in Bangladesh from 19% to 44%. This percentage is totally based upon the samples which have been received by IJIRA. So this upward trend reflects a positive shift in the industry practices. However, it also indicates that there is a still significant room for improvement. Next. So there are three key drivers behind this progress: outreach and awareness, increased dissemination of guidelines among manufacturers and exporters, process adoption, gradual improvement in manufacturing practices and raw material control, and more voluntary testing showing accountability across the supply chain. So together, these factors are creating strong year-on-year momentum in case of MOSH and MOA compliance. Next. IJIRA plays a crucial role in supporting the industry through a comprehensive end-to-end assurance. We are India's only specialized lab dedicated to MOSH and MOA analysis in jute. We have an advanced LC-GC FID technology for precise detection. We help protect export worth millions by ensuring compliance in food-grade jute product, and we actively represent India globally. We are also representing India in World Trade Organization STDF platform, where along with ICCO, we have submitted one project to develop standards for mitigation of MOSH and MOA for product specification and process and methods. So in conclusion, while MOSH and MOA contamination is a challenge, it is also an opportunity to improve processes, strengthen compliance, and enhance global trust in jute industry. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite Mikhail Koken. He'll be joining with us virtually. He's Global Head of Regulatory and Scientific Affairs COCOA, Head of Regulatory EMENA, Olam Food Ingredients.
Hello.
Mikhail, over to you, please.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Please carry
And can you see my screen?
Yes.
Put it in presentation mode. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, I want to congratulate IJIRA on the Foundation Day. 89 years. That's amazing. And I also want to thank the opportunity to congratulate you here and also provide some context on why we have been working closely with IJIRA to great effect. So I'm Michiel Kok. I represent the European Cocoa Association as the technical head of cross-sectoral working group on mineral oils. And I also am the head of regulatory and scientific affairs for Olam Food Ingredients, which is a private company operating in cocoa, coffee, spices, edible nuts, as well as dairy. I will talk today about mineral oil hydrocarbons in cocoa products specifically, and the need for developing and implementing a new standard for food-safe jute for use in this sector. To start with, why is this important? Ipsita already mentioned this. There is upcoming EU regulation on the toxic mineral oil aromatic hydrocarbons in foods. And the need for also monitoring MOSH in foods for protecting consumer health. This is based on a study done by the European Food Safety Authority in 2023, and in EU there will be limits set for the foods itself. I had the opportunity to join the conference in December 24 to also highlight the importance of this topic, as what we see with research which we have conducted as cocoa sector is that an important source of contamination is actually coming from the packaging material and more specifically from and non-food grade jute bags. In 24, I presented during the PACTEC, and we also had the opportunity to engage with the sector, with the Jute Commissioner and its office, with the Indian Jute Mill Association. Also had the opportunity to visit a couple of mills to see the jute processing with my own eyes, and together with that also to develop a roadmap to work towards food grade jute bags. What we also saw in research is that the IO98 standard, which is in place for jute bags for use in food, has a specific chemical characteristics, which is so-called the unsaponifiable matters, but that is inadequate to prevent mineral oil contamination because it doesn't correlate with mineral oils specifically. So what is then needed is to work towards development of a new standard, which will govern basically the prevention of food contact contamination through jute bags. So this roadmap was developed together with also the stakeholders in India specifically. And we are currently also discussing this with stakeholders in Bangladesh. We have secured, as Ipsita mentioned already, together with IJIRA, ICCO, as well as ECA, the grant to further develop a proposal for a code of practice for the use of jute bags, but also to identify gaps in capacity for testing jute bags, as well as develop a framework for a standard. Basically, this framework will be the basis for new national or international standards to cover the production process of jute and also other natural fibers and prevent cross-contamination during production storage, as well as ensuring the traceability of the bags itself. And in this standard, also specific limits will be implemented to assure basically the prevention by verification of those limits. So this is more the long-term picture, which we will, which work will start in May. We have secured this PPG. So the cross-sectoral work will start in May on this. In the meantime, the cocoa sector has already set a specification for jute to be used for cocoa, which has maximum limits of 250 for moist and 25 for MOA. This all would not have been possible without IJIRA's support. So we have been closely working together as cocoa sector with the jute sector and specifically also with IJIRA. So IJIRA has been very active as a member in the technical working group, which is a cross-sectoral working group, and has supported the initiatives through knowledge and expertise of the jute processing, analytical capabilities, as well as capacity building. Looking at this, it's what you really see is the pivotal role comes forward with, for instance, the coordination and cross-sectoral stakeholder engagement. Through event organizations, conference, as I mentioned, the 2024 conference, which was organized by IJIRA on behalf of the Ministry of Textiles in India. Also through development of audit checklists for hydrocarbon-free jute bag production. As Ipsita already mentioned, the capacity for testing with LCGC FID for moist MOA. Auditing body for the qualification of jute mills to also check on the ground if there are still risks relating to cross-contamination. IJIRA has also been supporting the cocoa sector in development of the industry specification with the expertise on the jute mill processing itself, and has been a very active partner in developing the standard as well as the application for the grant with the WTO. Also, if I talk about OFI specifically, so the company which I also represent, IJIRA has supported us for the qualification of jute mills, which we have qualified now in our system as OFI, by doing auditing of the for hydrocarbon-free requirements, sampling of jute at the jute mills itself, and then also the testing of the jute bags for compliance towards the specification. So I'm looking forward, both as representing OFI as well as representing the cocoa sector as a whole, in continuing this collaboration with IJIRA, with IPSITA, with Dr. Sharma, but also together with the jute sector as a whole, with the goal, obviously, to assure that jute bags are suitable for food contact, so that everybody can enjoy their chocolate and their chocolate drinks without having concerns on food safety. With that, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to speak in this great event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mikhail, for your kind words. Now I would like to invite Sri Prakash Maheshwari, Director, Maheshwari Jute Mill. He'll be presenting on auto-doffing innovation in spinning frame operating in mill.
Good afternoon. Warm wishes on the occasion of IJIRA Foundation Day from the team Maheshwari Jute Mill. Sincere apology from Director Mr. Prakash Maheshwari for being unable to be a part of your celebration due to unavoidable circumstances. I, Gautam Datta, am representing Maheshwari Jute Mill team to discuss auto-doffing technology developed by Team IJIRA under the personal supervision of Director Sir and Mr. Joyjit Mukherjee from Team IJIRA and Team Maheshwari. Our findings under this technology are as follows. The industrial average doffing time was 90 to 120 seconds, which has now been reduced to 45 to 60 seconds. Number two, it has reduced physical incidence of labor, which will make spinning possible for men and women alike in near future. Number three, 24 spare parts have been reduced as a result of this system. It has reduced mechanical complication, thereby improving bobbin packaging with help of electric device system. Number five, we can safely assume that there will be reduction in power consumption resulting from reduction of spare parts. However, this is under trial. We would require another 30 days to provide exact data. Finally, special thanks to Director Sir and all guests. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Shri Anup Pandey, GM Birla Jute Mill. He'll be presenting on roll former innovation in operation in mill.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma, for inviting me. And it's my pleasure to speak in front of Dr. Kar. This is I think this is the first time I am a speaker and you are audience. हाँ बिल्कुल होना चाहिए। असल में मैं कुछ प्रेजेंट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं तैयारी नहीं किया हूँ। मैं बस अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर रहा हूँ जो इजरा के साथ है। इजरा के साथ हम लोगों ने मेरा लगभग 34 इयर्स का एसोसिएशन हम लोग काम करते हैं साथ में। रेजेंट एसोसिएशन है। अभी रिसेंटली हम लोगों ने जो किया है पिछले अगर एक साल में कहें तो हम लोगों ने स्पीडिंग में एक इजी ड्राफ्ट किया है। दो उसमें कुछ अभी चल रहा है काम मॉडिफिकेशन का, लेकिन हाँ ड्राफ्टिंग बहुत इजी हो गया है और ड्राफ्ट और ट्विस्ट चेंज करना बहुत ही सरल हो गया है। इसके अलावा हम लोगों ने मोड़ा वेट का सिस्टम बनाया है। लगाया था वो दो तीन साल पहले लगाया था, रिसेंटली फिर एक लगाया, तो रिपीट ऑर्डर अपने आप में बताता है कि वी आर सेटिस्फाइड फॉर दैट। और अभी एक हम लोगों ने सबसे अच्छा काम जो दिल से जिसको अच्छा हम लोग अप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं वो है हमारा रोल फॉर्मर में जो रोल फॉर्म जो हो रहा है तो उसमें जिस हर डॉफिंग में मॉइस्चर बता दे रहा है बॉल का, साथ में वेट एंड लेंथ। तो मेरा एक्सक्यूसी का पूरा काम हो जा रहा है उसमें। तो वो भी अभी चालू इसलिए नहीं हो पाया कि क्योंकि हम लोग को डेडिकेटेड कंप्लीट डेडलाइन देना है उसमें, तो हमारे तरफ से ही है उसमें। और इसके अलावा हम लोग अभी एक कर रहे हैं काम, वो एकदम इनिशियल स्टेज में है कि स्प्रेडर में सेमी ऑटोमेटिक फीडिंग सिस्टम, मोड़ा फीडिंग सिस्टम, तो आशा करते हैं वो हो जाएगा। और जो मैंने ये 4 चीज बताया बहुत जल्दी हो जाएगा। आशा करते हैं नेक्स्ट फाउंडेशन डे में हम लोग ये 4 के अलावा दूसरे 4 के बारे में बात करेंगे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to invite Shri Swadesh Mishra, President SD Polytech Private Limited. He'll be talking on new age fibers, road to commercialization.
अच्छा तो थोड़ी देर आप काफी ले थोड़ी देर लगे
Sorry, he'll not be able to join at this moment. So next presentation is to be given by Ms. Shomita Chaudhary, in charge physical testing, IJIRA. She'll be presenting on new testing equipments for jute processing.
Good evening, sir. Sir and ma'am, good evening to all of you. Actually, IJIRA have invented several instruments, but today the time is very short, and I will discuss about only two or three instrument in my presentation. The first one I will discuss about the jute moisture meter, because this is a very important invention done by IJIRA, and the invention was started around the 1950s. So this was initially jute moisture. First of all, jute moisture percentage in jute. This is very important because the purchase and selling of jute is done based on this. But this is a vital part. The percentage of moisture present in the raw jute. Then and in process control also, the moisture percentage is very important to run the process efficiently. In 1960, IJIRA has first invented analog moisture meter, which was actually valve type meter. It was, the size was very big, and then this is the analog type moisture meter. Actually, it is the next stage, transistorized moisture meter, and 3 electrodes are here. One is 2-pin for bell, then flat for jute fabric, and 4-pin electrode for measuring moisture in sliver and yarn. This is our new digital moisture meter. It was invented in 2015 first, but it was a very initial model, and then phase-wise it has been developed. It further developed in after the suggestion and help of our director, Sri Dr. A.K. Sharma. We have further, our team developed this digital moisture meter with Bluetooth. It is now Bluetooth enabled moisture meter, and an app is also developed here where the reading can be taken, can be saved by in the app, and further the printout with all calculation, the printout can be taken or it can be transferred through Wi-Fi or through WhatsApp, etc. This is actually the app we supply along with this new Bluetooth enabled digital moisture meter. So in most of the jute mills, this meter is now using by them for measuring moisture in bales as well as in the process control and fabric. And I am very proud that IJIRA digital moisture meter, Bluetooth enabled digital moisture meter is now also used by the other countries. In other countries like Bangladesh, we have already supplied around 10 moisture meter, 10 or more. 10 or 11 moisture meter has been supplied to them. So it is not only used in India, it is now used by the other countries also. Now I'm coming to our next innovation. This is IJIRA ball bursting strength tester. It is not the strength tester, but also the test method. We have, please, this is a testing procedure. Generally, the fabric is tested by strip test, which is where we have used both warpway and webway samples, and raveling is very important for this strip test, which needs some time to cut the sample as per precise measurement given in the standard and to ravel the samples. Then we have to test both warpway, webway samples, and the time is also taken for these samples is higher than this ball busting strength method. In case of seam also, seam of the jute bags, it is raveling is very important and it takes some time. Here, actually in case of busting, generally we use liquid busting. That means hydraulic busting system. But this we don't prefer this hydraulic busting system in case of our jute industry, because their rubber diaphragm is used, which can be extended after few use, and this will give us a wrong result if it is not calibrated again. And sometimes the rubber diaphragm burst and the liquid spills out, which is not welcome for our testing system. So we need a very robust system, and For this reason, we have invented this ball busting system. You can see you can watch the video where you can see the sample size is not required any specific measurement. Only this sample should cover the whole of the instrument. And now it is a one type of tensile testing where a ball comes from the bottom. It exerts pressure on the fabric and the fabric bursts. Actually, in case of packaging material for bags, multi-directional pressure is very important because of during field bag transportation or handling, the fabric feels some multi-directional pressure instead of that warp way or wave to a particular directional pressure. So multi-directional pressure is always important for a packaging material. Here, the testing system is very easy. The sampling system is also easy. It takes time for leveling or etc. And the result is very similar to the pressure, which we actually represent the actual situation. The fabric the pressure exert to the fabric. Now, the first machine has been purchased by Gloucester Limited, and Mr. Tonmay is here from Gloucester Limited. He is head of quality control, quality assurance. And Mr. If you can say one or two sentences regarding this testing, because you are already using this system.
First of all, we are use it as a trial basis, and in our inspection procedure, we are mainly follow the ravel strip method, which is more time taking. But in case of bursting, no need of ravel strip in warp way or wave way direction. Basically, we cut the sample anywhere of the bag. But in case of seam, also we cut it the seam in case of bursting with a particular dimension, but it is less time taking from our existing inspection method, and it is more easier, and the machine is more handy from our existing fiber strength machine also.
Thank you, Mr. Singha. Thank you. Actually, this method is already accepted by BIS TXD01 committee, who are responsible for testing method confirmation. They have accepted this one, and standard has been published in 2002-6. It is IS 1966 part 3 as a ball busting method. It is already published. Now we are forwarding this method to TXD03 committee, which is responsible for jute and jute product method, jute products, and it is in process to include this testing as an alternate test method for the between inspection instead of strip test. This is the standard IS 1966 part 3. This is another last I will like to discuss. This is our latest instrument, jute impact strength tester. Actually, jute strength of the jute fiber is very vital, very important to the industry, because the yarn strength as well as the fabric strength, those are depends on the several factors, but major factor is fiber strength. So determination of fiber strength is very important to the industry. But the present method we are using as per IS standard, it takes lots of time, because the sample size is because the sample should be very perfect. The weight should be around 3 gram only, and between jaw test length is only 5 mm. So it's a sample size is very small, and it should be very perfect before testing. The sample size should be maintained perfectly. And it takes time, because the test principle is either CRE, CRE or CRT or CRL method. So one set of sample takes around 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And the industry has lots of jute. So number of sample tested per day is very less. And most of the mill don't test the samples because they have no time. or they have no such hands to test such a complicated system, test method, to follow this complicated method. Now, we have tried to make the system easy because here we have used impact strain method, which is likely to be, we can consider IJIRA test method, but it is slightly different from IJIRA test method. You can see the video. Here the sample size, sample weight is 20 gram per set, and the between jaw length is 25 inch. So a long fiber, because if I get a long fiber, long length, test length, weak points, the identification of weak points will be very easy. So the test length is 25 inch and the weight is 20 gram. And we actually take 100 gram, divide in 5 samples and take the average of this 5 sample strength value. This is the method, sir. Just it has given us the reading. So the test method is already demonstrated to the industry technical person in 11th February 2026. I think Mr. Shaha from IJMA, he is the technical director. He was present during the demonstration, sir. Sir, you can kindly say a few words regarding our testing and this method. Because we are now going to the further process to standardize the system by the help of BIS. So I would like to say that, sir, you can say.
Good evening, everybody. I think the concept of impact strain tester was good, and also IJMA has already given the consent to make this type of tester. The trial was done on 11th February, and we have asked for some modification of the testing instrument. I hope we can see that with the modification.
Actually, we will convert this analog system into digital display. We will use digital display instead of this analog system. And then the jaw will be, we may use the pneumatic jaw. So this will be in the next step of our invention. So thank you, sir. Thank you all of you for hearing us.
Thank you, Shomita-di, for your valuable insights. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Pradeep Chakraborty, Head HRD IJIRA, for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Madam. Good afternoon, distinguished guests from industry, esteemed senior government officials from Ministry of Textiles, particularly the Textile Commissioner, Desai Madam, Additional Textile Commissioner, Ajay Pandit Sir. Though Chairman IJIRA is not available today, but he is also our inspiring all these activities and the esteemed members of IJIRA. Actually, our colleagues, Ipshita, Shomita, and senior others colleagues from outside, they have already mentioned everything, including our director. Though it is not the in the vote of thanks, it is not the right to mention 1 or 2 points. Still, just I want to place before you that due to the IJIRA's this 89 years journey, IJIRA has already saved about 1,070 crores annual savings in the government exchequer by developing lightweight jute bags, as well as Dr. Kaur from Director Kaiza already mentioned about Shubra along with their products. So I am not going to mention that. And also, we have recently developed 3-pound jute and jute blended yarn, which is now using in apparel and other home furnishings. These are the few points that I just want to add, as well as this erosion control blanket laboratory that was also mentioned by Mr. Mukherjee. Now, this is my duty to give vote of thanks. So at the very outset, I must say it is our duty to acknowledge the kind blessings of the Honorable Minister, Sri Giriraj Singh Ji, and respected Secretary Textiles, Textile Commissioner, Jute Commissioner, and other senior officials. We are deeply grateful to Sri D.C. Baheti, Chairman, IJIRA Council of Management, for his continuous support and invaluable guidance. On behalf of all members of IJIRA, I extend our sincere gratitude to him and to Dr. Anil Kumar Sharma, Director IJIRA, for their untiring efforts in making this 89th annual day of IJIRA a grand success. It is my proud privilege on behalf of IJIRA to offer our heartfelt respect and thanks to Sri Sushant Agarwalji, Sushant Kumar Agarwal, Managing Director, Kamaradi Jute Mill, Sri Ashish Chandrakant Agarwal, Managing Director, Ladlu Jute and Specialty Limited, for their continuous guidance and support to IJIRA technical team. Their valuable presentations and inputs on process optimization and their advice on best practices and generous sharing of their infrastructure for process and product development in jute, flax, rami, bamboo, and sisal, and their blends in long staple spinning system have been immensely beneficial. We remain truly indebted to your unwavering support. We are proud to have participation with KAISAF through Dr. Gaurang Kar. Sir is there. Sir, we are really privileged. IJIRA is also expressed its sincere gratitude to Madam Desai, Secretary Textile Commissioner, Sri Ajay Pandit, Additional Textile Commissioner, Minister of Textiles, for their continued support across various initiatives and presenting future pathway for IJIRA. We are equally thankful to Professor Gong of Newcastle University, Singapore, Sri Bhatti, Executive Director, CWDB Wool Board, Sri Gautam Bhattacharya, Advisor, Fusion CX Limited, Sri Rajesh Poddar-ji, Paracoat, Sri Anup Pandey sir. He's always our good friend. He's always helping us. Sri Maheshri ji could not, Sri Mr. could not appear due to his busy schedule. However, he always supports us in product development in short staple spinning system. And Mr. B. Mukherjee of AMIL, he also supported a lot in our recent developmental activities. And all the distinguished members present today, your insightful speeches, valuable guidance, thought-provoking perspectives on jute and emerging natural new age fibers have greatly enriched this annual day program. Last but not least, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the IJIRA team who dedicated efforts under the able leadership of Dr. Anil Kumar Sharma have made this program a resounding success. We look forward to your continued guidance, support as IJIRA moves ahead in its journey to growth and innovation. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So we have arranged a laboratory tour to our Moshmoa lab and physical testing lab, also to the natural fiber facility, which is present at the pilot plant of IJIRA. So you may take a tour. Also, there is an arrangement for high tea. Please enjoy. Shri Dharminder Singh. And Ms. Shomita Chaudhary will be coordinating the tour.